So tell me about how you met John Mayer.
So Mayer came to me because uh, his lawyer, Reed Hunter, and
Mm,
I were friends because Reed had a band, an artist named Sean Mullins, that I helped find and bring to Columbia Records. I didn't sign him, but I helped bring him over. And so Reed sent me an EP called Inside Wants Out by John Mayer. And it's an
mhm.
EP that John made independently and just said, hey, I think you'll really like this. Young guy. He's met with some labels. He's, to be honest with you, he's, sometimes, he says what he wants and super sure of himself. And he sent it to me and I listened to it nonstop. I'm like, I love this. I want to meet this guy. And
Mhm.
John was just like such an eager, enthusiastic guy. I was like, can I fly him out to like what I like to do is like fly people to me and hang out and stay at my house. So
Mhm.
flew John into Chicago. And I just bought my first house in Evanston. I was engaged to my wife, and my wife was gone that weekend, going to the East Coast to go buy our wedding dress or whatever, however you say it. And
Mhm.
so my house was gonna be empty. So I flew John in, and he came straight to our office, which was in the West Loop of Chicago. And I invited, I don't know, 15, 20 friends over for pizza and to hear this guy I'm looking at signing play some music. So came in, literally walked in the door, gave him some pizza. I said, "Hey, will you play some songs for everyone that's here? I want to see you perform." So he
Mhm.
plays like a couple songs. The first 30 seconds, I was like, "In, done." Because the thing with the first EP was John didn't show off his guitar playing. Like you don't hear his guitar. Like you hear like the great chords and melodies, but you don't hear his
Mhm.
like you don't see what he can do. And that was
Right.
on purpose. He wanted the songs to stand out.
Mhm.
So after, I mean, as soon as he started playing, I was like, and like Neon, Why George, like there's some of the core songs were on that EP. So the songs were incredible, and I loved his voice and his melodies from the EP.
Mhm.
But then I saw him play live. I was like, this is like everything I've ever done up till now in music was for this moment. And by the way, his music and who he was the right timing for where we were too. It was like this perfect timing of the two of us, and John was smart enough to see what we did with Train and Five for Fighting, that we knew what to do.
Mhm.
So he stayed with me all weekend, and I always say, like, we had really great, not heated conversations, but like, you know I'm like, if you're art and I'm commerce, can we meet in the middle? And initially his thing was like, I know how to do this, is what I'm gonna do. And he was so sure of himself, which was great, but I'm like, that's great, but there's also this thing called the music industry. And even more so, then you do have to fit enough. Now you have to fit in the box, but you got to be like in the ballpark of the box to do this. So like, if you're art and I'm commerce and you allow me to help you find that middle, you will be the biggest artist in the world, and this is going to be so fun.